Really?
People know me.
What is up, everybody? This is Nick Marty with Bearded Bites and Breakdowns. It's a Tuesday. That means Tuesday tea number 7. We're gonna go what's on the docket today. We have a couple things that we're gonna break down and go over. We just had a good news. It's been raining a lot, and we are officially going to go ahead, and I'm going to open this up. Hey, the burn ban's lifted, so now we don't have to worry about not having to burn anything. So we can actually start burning stuff, folks. I know it's raining off and on right now, thunderstorming and everything, but the burn ban is supposedly lifted. So that is great news right there. It's it's gonna be a good day. It's supposed to be rainy weather for the next 2 weeks, so everybody be safe on the roads, and let's not get too carried away on the burning things and everything like that, and don't catch yourself on fire. So that's great news. Burn ban's lifted. Hey, we're going to talk about a bunch of things today. We had a alligator attack in Inverness at Wellsbrook Brooks Park. The lady ended up getting her arm bitten a couple times. So hopefully she's okay, and hopefully she's able to make a full speedy recovery on that. And I will go ahead and I'll bring that up right now. So hold on a sec. If you're wondering, supposed to have my co-host Aunt Dabney on, and let's see here. Here is the gator attack. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it's a little bit blurry and everything. Look, it's mating season, guys and girls. We should try to be more careful no matter what kind of water we're going into. I understand it's a lake and everything like that, but you got to be careful. That water is pretty dark, and from what everybody is saying, you couldn't pay me enough to go and actually actually go ahead and swim in there. So to me, when it comes to this, you gotta be careful, especially mating season and everything. When it comes to the alligators and mating season, because you get that territorial alligator that ain't gonna want to be messed with. You just gotta understand that you can't deal with that. And the fact that it's not safe. You don't know what body of water is safe now. Especially when you got American crocodiles and everything like that around here. It's Florida. We got aliens for bugs. We got aliens for reptiles. It's you pick your poison and everything like that. But yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely wild to me. They're not, alligators are just territorial when it comes to the older ones and everything like that. But when it comes to actual animals, when it comes to being aggressive, I would not want to mess with a crocodile. I'd rather mess with an alligator. Not really mess with an alligator, but rather be in front of an alligator than a crocodile, because crocodiles just, their balls to the walls, just crazy, and they don't give a damn. They're just eating machines. So with that being said, that right there is something that we just got to be more careful of. So let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about one of my favorite places that I like to go to when I get a quick bite to eat. It doesn't matter if it's breakfast, lunch. They're not open for dinner, but I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. I don't know if this is it. Let me see. I know I had it. Let's see. Yes, Augie's Cafe and Deli. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you gotta go try it. It is one of the best places to go to when it comes to getting a sandwich, a homemade sandwich. You can get a hoagie, you can get one on a roll, breakfast sandwich. I'm gonna tell you right now, my favorite is the beef and cheddar that they got right there. Beef and cheddar, it comes with a mayo, a garlic mayo, and a horseradish sauce. The horseradish sauce is very strong, but if you like horseradish, it'll make sure you don't have a cold or anything like that. Your sinuses are cleared. So Augie's Deli, where every bite tastes like home. Shout out to Michael Bartoli. I know he's always wondering. He's like, hey, you know, did you talk about me? Yeah, I talked about you. Talking about you on the show. You know, went ahead and talked to you about on the show and everything like that. So, you know, I actually do you justice here, my friend. So, Augie's Deli, where every bite feels like home, or it tastes like home. Let's see here. Look, I'm telling you, I love this place. Michael will take care of you if you have a party. If you have a party of you want to throw a graduation party, you want to throw just a regular party, he will also rent it out to you. I know he probably doesn't want me telling you this, but he might want me to tell you this. But he will rent it out for you for if you're a surprise birthday party. He will rent that building out as long as you're respectful and everything like that when it comes to that that place. And go call him up. He'll probably give you a good deal on it. And then he is also going to be opening up a pizzeria place. He's going to help open up a pizzeria place, and I am looking forward to that. It's one of those places that you got to go try. He makes a delicious pizza. Trust me, he's made a lot of good pizzas. I love his breakfast pizza. It's very rare that he ever makes it. So you got to go try it. Go try it at Augie's Deli Cafe. It's over there off of Elkham near Pine Ridge. Just go there, and it is a pretty damn good place to eat. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and let me see here. I'm going to try to get somebody on because right now I'm running solo, and I'm just trying to do a quick show today, folks. Thursday we have JP Gates talking about super regionals, talking about the college baseball playoffs, see who we like, see who has a chance to make it to Omaha. That's exactly where they play for the College World Series and everything. So so that would be 7:00 on Thursday night, and that will be should be a good show. We're going to talk about a lot of things as quickly as possible with JP Gates, and I appreciate him coming on again and talking to us about the college baseball playoffs. So let's see here. All right. I think we might have somebody come on, but we got some other news that we're going to talk about. And that is the news of Sunshine Pro Wrestling, where you have King Grizzly making his in-ring debut June 19th. Again, June 19th is when King Grizzly, aka Big Mike, will go ahead and make his in-ring debut. He's been working really hard over it, and he's been just, been getting a lot of reps in the ring, and he came up with this persona, and I love it. I love how he is he's trying to be a heel, which is great. And hey, go support my buddy. That's my guy. He's he has poor choices when it comes to NFL teams and all the other sports teams, but I gotta support my guy. He is definitely going to have an in-ring debut, and it looks like it's gonna be some fun. It's in Lake Ware, and it is basically for a chance for the championship. So he's going against Chris Marvelous. So that should be a entertaining match. And go support Big Mike. Go support his Facebook page of King Grizzly. He's also got T-shirts that he's making, and he is going to have merch. So that is one of those things where it's good to know that you got a wrestling heel that comes on your program. All right, moving on. We got some little bit of breaking news in some ways with Adam Schefter reporting. You have Derwin James getting a extension, making him the highest rated highest paid safety for the second time in his career. He agreed to a 3-year deal, 25.2 million per year extension that includes a 57.5 million guaranteed. Look, he played really good last year. I know he had some injuries in his first couple of years, but he has been a dominant safety. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know Ant is going to be very happy about that because he is a FSU alum and used to play for FSU. So he is definitely happy about that. And I'm going to tell you right now, that right there, my friends, is good news for the, LA Chargers. So, that right there, man, I'm telling you, that kind of was a little out of nowhere that he got paid. So good for him though. Can't hate on him for getting paid. Let's see what else we got going on. I was really hoping to have Ant on so we can go ahead and talk about a couple things. And let's see. I don't know if anybody's out there that's watching and wants to get on. Let me know. Comment, and I will send you a link, and we can go from there. Let's see here. Well, this is there we go. All right. Here's somebody that might know some ball. Sean Portwood, what is up, my friend?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain. Hey, I wanted to talk tonight's subject because it's got me thinking because the New York Knicks swept the Cleveland Cavs last night. I don't really watch the NBA because it's really hard to watch lately. It just flop after flop, and they don't play defense anymore, and all they do is chuck up threes, and they can't make them, So let me ask you this: what is what would who do you think is going to win the NBA title?
That's a horrible question to ask me because I don't even know who's in it.
Well, the Knicks made it on the East side. You got OKC and the Spurs, tied up 2-2. Right as of right now, OKC was defending champs, I believe, last year. So,
yep, they lost or they beat the Pacers.
Yep. So who do you think's gonna win?
Well, I would like to go with the East only because the Pacers, but I really don't know. I'm guessing probably OKC.
Yeah. I really hope San Antonio wins it all, just because I like how they play ball. Wembley is just an alien, man. He's a freak of nature.
No kidding.
I don't know if you saw, but that half court shot that he made right before halftime, that 3-pointer, that was crazy. He was, that's wild, dude. That was wild.
Yeah. Said I haven't paid much attention to it this year. I paid more attention to it last year because the Pacers were in it, and obviously I'm from Indiana and I was born and raised a Pacers fan.
Yeah.
But no, he definitely is a freak of nature. That's for sure. He's one of the biggest dudes I've ever seen. And then OKC has what's his name? How do you is it Giannis or what? How do you pronounce his name?
SGA.
Yeah, him.
Yeah,
he's the flop king. I think he took that over from LeBron.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So,
he definitely took it. He took it to a new level, man.
Yes, he did. He's very good at provoking fouls, and it was very evident last year when I watched him play, and I watched my Pacers get beat.
Yeah. What do you think about this alligator attack that happened in Inverness, in our own backyard?
I heard about it. I had seen someone mentioned it on Facebook, but I hadn't really paid much attention to it. Mostly, it hasn't been really widely talked about that I've seen. But then again, I haven't really been on Facebook hardly at all today.
Yeah.
I've between work and everything else I got going on, it was, the wife was telling me about things, and I'm like, I have no idea. So, but I did see something about it. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I'm maybe because the water's so low right now, it's causing them to be a little bit more active. I don't know, but I know it's something we haven't seen here in a while.
It's mating season. So,
well,
when you got gators kind of like mind your business. They mind their business. If you got a territorial gator though, like an old head,
right,
like gator, they will go ahead and they will go ahead and attack you because they're territorial. But when it comes to mating season, they are like definitely like they're like an angry bull, man. They're full of it, and they're look, if you even come near them, they will go ahead and they will do something different. You know what I mean? They will come at you and they will attack, which is wild.
Well, I know when I first moved down to Florida, I was obviously new to gators, and it's been about 11 years now, but I remember coming down here and I went to Liberty Park, and they had that little section where everyone swims in, and I remember seeing 20 people out there swimming, and there's just a gator sitting off to the left just watching. And I mean, it's plain as day. And I'm like, these people are nuts. Like, I, I am not in any way getting in the water when I see a gator. I'm hesitant about getting in the water anyways. Maybe if I'm out on a boat, I'll go out in the middle of the lake or something,
Yeah.
but closer to the shore, I don't mess with it.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, like they get very aggressive come mating season, and right now is prime real estate time when it comes to mating season and everything like that. So it's pretty wild, man. And then I was talking about before you came on the show, because was it we had between Nat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. Where is it at?
Oh, hey, you like my shirt?
Oh, what's it say?
Come on now. Lakanto.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. I got to get a full view here.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go Panthers.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the club.
Yes, sir. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I want to talk about this. We got the burn ban. The burn ban's lifted. Got people that are going to go crazy now. So let's hope it sticks with all this rain that's coming the next 2 weeks. So it's good to have some rain, but the burn ban's lifted. What do you think about that? You happy about that?
Well, yeah, because I got a lot of stuff in my backyard I got to burn, and I've been redoing my lawn, and there's a lot of chunks of wood and wood chips and everything else. I'm trying to get a nice lawn in the backyard for the wife because she's been pestering me about it. But it's good because I really couldn't. Hold on, what? I'll give it to you. I really couldn't burn even illegally if I wanted to, because I have a battalion fire chief that lives right behind me, and my neighbor is the epitome of a Karen. So it's
Shout
yeah.
out to your neighbor that's a Karen.
Oh yeah. She got no problem reporting me to HOA, trust me.
Oh, I bet. she might report you starting a fire, you know.
That's what I'm saying. She definitely will. She makes a point to tell me every time that she even thinks there's a burn ban. Well, you can't do that, but I don't mind. I'm like, okay, sure you don't. You told me everything I needed to know in the first sentence. So.
Dude, I that's why I don't want to live in an HOA, man. Like
I didn't
those
either.
HOAs are horrible, and I'm
didn't
hoping they
either.
do away with them. But there's some good, there's some bad in it. It just all depends. It just all depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're responsible about it, then you should have no problems.
Oh yeah, I like it. It has its perks. It definitely keeps everyone somewhat on the same page as far as their lawn, and keeps the property value up. But my gosh, it really creates some horrible people.
Oh man. I was gonna debate with hold on here. Let's see. What did Dylan said? Remember, damn. Oh shoot. Shucks. Yep. That's knucking nuts. I told Coach Dylan, who coaches with me at basketball, because I kind of went a little bit too crazy, I guess you could say, when it came to coaching the kids, and I was just kind of joking around, but I guess certain kids just, you can't joke around like that anymore.
Yeah.
And I meant to say mime, and it ended up being clown. But I said, like, he's a silent clown, and he like laughs inside.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say cries inside, but and he goes, you meant to say mime. I said, I know, couldn't think of the words. It was a long day at work and everything. Mm-hmm. So I go ahead and I'm like, I'd really done it now. I got to hear about it, and had a parent complain to me about how I tear them down all the time. And I tear down kids all the time and never build them back up. And I was like, kind of looking around like, I don't know who you're talking to about that.
Right.
Okay, we'll go with it. Hey, if that's how you feel, then I'm not going to tell you that's how you feel, but it is what it is. So, but and then I told Dylan I'm going to have to start talking like I can't cuss on here or anything like that. I'm going to have to watch it, and I'm going to have to go, that's knucking nuts.
Yeah. No, I've known you a long time, and I've coached with you, and I've never known you to belittle or down or talk bad about kids. You have your nicknames and stuff for them, but I think that's part of the territory. It actually is good. And the great thing too is you have a nickname for every kid.
Yeah.
Whether it be Flamingo or Mighty Joe or what was the one for Eli? Not Sunshine. Well, it might have been Sunshine.
Sunshine was one of them.
Sunshine was one of them. He had a few, and I could think of a lot of other things to call him too. But
I know Bobby Stavi's son Christian. He'd be really good on some reps, and then other reps he would sit there and sandbag it. So I called him Sandman.
And that sometimes they need to hear that, though. Maybe it's criticism, but it's constructive in a good way. Yeah. And I mean, I'm all for it. I've told parents things about their kids, and maybe they didn't appreciate it, but at the end of the day, have to be honest. But that was one thing that you always did. Like, sometimes I would say something or I would, say maybe someone's not capable of doing something or something crazy like that. And you'd stop me and you're like, no, he can do this. I know he can do this. And like, you always like, you that's what I liked about you, Noah was a prime example of that, because when Noah very first started playing football, I was like, there's no way. He's a big kid, but he just can't do it. And you're like, yes, he can. Yes, he can. And I remember that season, as the season progressed, he got better and better and better. And I felt way more confident. And then we went into the YSFL 8-on-8 season. And out of that whole team, which was a great team, he was the only kid really that I sent to the Pro Bowl.
Yep.
Because he hand over fist, he proved me wrong from the beginning of the season, and he proved you right, and that was great. And even to this day, he's still getting better.
He's such a good kid too. Good family too.
Mm-hmm.
Very good family. Good kid. I remember he had like 2 left feet.
Yeah.
And he trip and everything. He'd trip over a blade of grass. And hey man, I'm very proud of the way he is. Wish him luck and everything like that. It's good to see a lot of those kids that we coached do something with their career and everything. I'm very happy about that, because it makes me proud, and it makes me really proud right now, because as we'll segue into it, me being me trying to get through all this red tape right now, to be the JV head coach at Lecanto High School. I'm honored and privileged. Principal LaBarba and Coach Wesley Wyatt, basically, interviewed me and everything like that. And it was, I felt like it was a good interview. And I just know that it's one of those things where, I'm very happy and very anxious about it. Can't wait to get through all this stuff right now. Took all these, these courses. Thank God we did these Pop Warner classes and everything, because I tell you right now, man, like I breezed through all these courses like they were nothing, because I basically have done them all.
Right.
11 years or so out of the 12, took a year off and everything. Joe Macias just said, what advice do you have for Hunter and the rest of the future freshman class moving to high school? Well, I can't really comment on that, Joe. Even though it says Jake on there. Was it to me, I just hope all the kids do really good and work hard. Don't get discouraged because, if you're playing a different position that you're not used to, dude, you got to do what's best for the team. You got to do what's best for the team. You got to do what's right for the team. And I get it. You think of yourself as something, but if coach needs you somewhere, if coach needs you to play special teams, you do it, Don't argue about it. I heard some crazy stories about some of our former players. I won't name names, but when you talk to some of these coaches and you don't respect them and you don't answer back in a respectful manner, that right there does not help. And that tells me right there that you haven't grown yet. You haven't grown up yet. And it kind of makes me mad because it's like they should know better. But that was also those were those ones that you knew that were going to be headaches no matter what. So and you're not wanting to talk bad about them, but it's one of those things where you don't want to badmouth anybody, but you also understand, like, hey, this is just being truthful. If you acted like a big wah, back in the day, then what you think you can get away with that in high school? No,
not gonna happen
in high school, man. Can't get that. It can't get away with that in college either.
Think about it.
Want you.
Think about it. It's not Pop Warner. They don't have to play you. You can sit on the sideline the whole game, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's not like you got to have a minimum of so many plays. And I've told parents in the past when I coached, hey, listen, it's kind of evident that you're not working with him outside of what we're doing, and and I only say that because I have parents say, well, why isn't he playing this, or why isn't he playing and this and that, and I'm like, he's not putting the effort in practice, and he's obviously not getting anything else. And I get people have lives. We all have lives. I have life, too. But that's where if your kid really wants to play, if it really means something to them, then put that effort in outside. I got Eli going to a trainer. Whenever he's not going to a trainer, we're training, and it's just it's stuff like that. And the other thing too, which I would hope I want to see more of, is have and tell these kids come in, if you can, parents and kids, have a dialogue with your coach and ask them what can you do better. Like you got to be able to ask that question, like, okay, what can I do better? Be coachable. Don't just be like, oh, I know. Hey, what do I need to do? What do I need to work on? If you're a lineman, like, how do I work on my footwork or my steps or my down blocking or whatever? Quarterback. They all. If a coach can't teach you, shoot, YouTube or something will be able to teach you.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what irks me the most right now is some of these kids. You have like certain tiers of kids where they want to work, they want to get better. They want to do what's best and get better. Then there's others that think because they were talented at a lower division, like a lower level, they think that they can go ahead and let their talent do the work and not work at all. And that's what drives me bonkers, because you got kids that are very talented, but they got to, in order to keep that talent as like above, normal, you have to work at it. You have to get better. You have to do a lot of things that you're that nobody's watching. When nobody's watching, that's when you got to put the work in. I remember when I was a senior, everybody used to make fun of me because of how I ran, and I didn't understand it. And then Coach Jenkins, told me, he's like, "Hey, you want to get better at running?" He goes, "This is what you need to do. You need to do it this way." And I ended up going to the fence, the chain link fence over there by the football field at Central, and I would do at least 50 on each leg, where you're going against the fence and you're just going and you're dashing and you're dashing and you're dashing. And he like showed me, he's like, you got to move your arms. If one knee is up, the other arm, opposite arm, needs to be up. Act like you're carrying like a roll of quarters and in your hand. And that's how he showed me. He showed me how to use my stride. Dude, I loved running after he showed me how to actually proper run. And then I ended up losing all the weight that I had. I was, when I started the football season, I weighed 317. When I got done going into graduation, I was down to 265. So
a big drop.
I did a hell of a drop. I was in such good shape when I got to Mesabi Range. It was only a brief, moment or so, but when I got up there and I was training for a week before my knee just wouldn't hold up. I was in the top 2, top 3, kid you not bullshitting, not BSing. It was actually quite nice. And I didn't need water all the time. That was the other thing. I was in such good shape that it took me a shorter time to recover.
Yeah.
And that's what I hope these kids understand. Like, in order to get better, like, I remember my feet weren't the best at all. They weren't. They just weren't good. I never had good feet. And then I worked on it, doing jump ropes and doing dots and everything like that. Now you have, the Coach Rosses and DSP over there with Coach Mike and Parker, DeAndre Parker, running DSP. Dude, that's all they work on is stuff like that. And to me, that's what these kids need to do. Is if they want to get better, they need to start putting in that work, because it does help.
And I talked to Noah not long ago at Walmart, him and his parents, and I was talking, he's sophomore going into his junior year. And one of the things I mentioned, maybe not so much the really young age, but his age group, you really need to start, if this is what you want to do, if you want to try to get a scholarship, you want to try to put it next level, you really need to start going to camps and combines. So I had Eli going to combines and camps in 8th grade. Yeah. Was he going to get anything out of it from a school? No. But the exposure to it exposed him to what it is like to compete, and to compete against a bunch of people. You got kids out there, they're going to steal every rep they could get. If you've never seen that before and you don't have an aggressive personality in that aspect, you're going to go out there and you're going to be like a deer in headlights. Eli's 8th grade going to combines, and he's out there throwing with 10th, 11th, 12th graders. We went to the Under Armour combine this year, and Eli he's been to many now. And even then, he still learned a lot about people and a lot about how to get reps, because, these kids, these quarterbacks, it was wild to me, because Eli didn't realize it at first. They would get 2 reps. So they'd get 2 balls. And they only brought 1 ball with them. So the other ball was somebody else's ball. They'd throw the first rep, they'd throw the second rep, and then some of them would just go to the back of the line and hope that they got a ball. But the ones that were seasoned and had done it a lot of times, they ran to where the wide receiver was after their second rep, and they're like, "Hey, give me a ball, give me a ball," and they're getting their 2 balls and they're going straight back to the front of the line. And so it took Eli a few reps to see that, and then he was doing it. He actually had a kid rip a ball out of his hands, and I was like, "I'm glad he went. If for nothing else, I'm glad you went because you see what competition looks like and what you're going to face. And then as you get into your sophomore year, it starts to pick up a little bit. Your junior and senior year, I mean, you should be going to these things." And he went to a camp Saturday at Lakeland. And then he's got the bus tour coming up where they're going to Auburn, Georgia Tech, the Mercer camp, and another camp next weekend, going into next week. And then as soon as he gets back from that, he's got the Florida Gator camp on June 7th. It's camp season. It's that time of year.
Yep. I remember going to my first camp. It was down and dirty. It was, I think it was at St. Leo, before St. Leo was like, I think it might have been at St. Leo, if I remember correctly. And that was when like St. Leo wasn't like, they were just like starting off, like, as a college and stuff. Like it wasn't, I don't think it was as nice as it is now, but we had down and dirty camp there, and I remember it was cool staying in the dorms and stuff like that. But I remember like meeting Art Keyhole, and Art Keyhole was the offensive line coach for the Miami Hurricanes. He was the Miami coach, offensive line coach there, all 5 national championships. And he talked about he showed about pass set and stuff. So my thing was, I was like, hold on, you guys are teaching something different than what my coaches are teaching. My coaches were teaching, and no offense to my coaches at the time, but they were teaching to use your flipper, use your forearm and stuff like that. And I was like, they would yell at me for not using my using my hands, and I was like, I don't understand why I can't use my hands, and I don't get that. Like everybody else uses their hands, but us. Like, and then some guys were telling me, use your hands. Don't listen to that crap. That when they used to block like this, back in the day, and it's like it's just crazy. So like he taught me pass set and everything like that, which we never got to really do because we would run the ball like 97%. My first 3 years, that's all we would do is run. And then as soon as Coach Jenkins and Coach Wilkinson came, that's when the offense got a little bit more. It was kind of it was kind of more of a spread type of offense, but it wasn't like air it out, but it was also a thing where they would do the what was that midline offense. They would do that and everything like that, and that was actually like, it was kind of fun because it was kind of option football in a way where you didn't know who would get the ball. Right. And you just block, just block your tail off. So, but camps are good. I love going to camps. Down and dirty camp was fun. Got to hear some stories from, some pros and some coaches that were in the pros and college and everything like that. So my recommendation is go to as many as you can. They're not cheap. They're definitely not cheap, but
depending on the camp, somewhat. Well, your prospect camps at the colleges are okay. Like the Gator camp was like $60. Some of these, like USF had a camp, I think last year it was like 75 or maybe 50. I'm not sure. Most of them are okay, but when you get to your like your mega camps and stuff or your combines, they tend to charge a little bit more money. But the other thing too is be realistic with the schools and the camps that you attend. It's cool to get the experience. You go to a Gator camp, but you also have to keep in mind this is the hard thing for some people. Am I a D1 athlete? Because D1 athletes have D1 size. If you're 5'10" and you're trying to be a center, probably not going to be a D1 athlete. I hate to say it. And you had better be the best dude on the field, hand over fist every time. But that doesn't mean there's not NAIA, JUCO, D3 schools that are doing camps that you can't attend, because at the end of the day, depending on what you want to get out of it, the goal is to get college, get a college scholarship. So, I mean, be realistic with what you are.
I mean, there's some players that make it into the pros that are undersized and all that. I mean, you got to think about it like the Robinson kid from Navy, the D tackle. He didn't get drafted as high as he thought he was going to, but I mean, he was, he's a cadet and everything, man, and he ended up getting drafted by the Bengals, I think 6th round pick or something like that. And to me, like, hey man, that's pretty damn good for somebody that went to Navy. It's not like it's not like back in the day where Roger Staubach played for, I think he played for was it Army, I think, or Navy. It was one of the two. I think Roger Staubach played for one of them, and he ended up getting drafted really high. But that was because he was a quarterback, though. I feel like it's so wide open now in college where you can, like, I remember hearing the story about Tank Dell. Tank Dell, hey, he played, I think he played for Houston, and he ended up playing for Houston but then he also plays for the Texans now. He couldn't even, he was so damn small back in Pop Warner days that he had to put fish weights in his football pants so he can actually make weight, because he was underweight. That's how small he was.
Now, that's a good thing about running backs, though. You can kind of be short in stature, but as long as them legs are like tree trunks, you're okay.
Yeah, but he's just a skinny wide receiver, man, and he just wanted to play, though, and he did whatever it took to play. But he's pretty undersized for a wide receiver. He's like a twig, but he made it. It's all about up here.
Yeah.
And it's all about in here too. It's not just about, size, because like you look at Ruben Bain, everybody criticizes about his arm length, and it's like, yeah, but that man loves football. Like, if you love football, you can go somewhere, you can make it big. It just all depends on how far you want to go, how far are you willing to push yourself, because once you get into college, yeah, it's a team sport, but you also got to worry about your future, about what is good for you. Just because you don't make it to, a junior, if you make it to a junior college, doesn't mean it's not over. It's never over, because Cam Ward came from junior college. Baker Mayfield came from, he was a walk-on, and then ended up starting at Oklahoma,
I definitely don't want to discourage. Like, I'm not trying to discourage at all.
No, I know.
Always have realistic expectations going in. I mean, you kind of know what you're willing and capable of doing. Like, if you're not really willing to put in the work and you're just kind of like, okay, my natural abilities might get me somewhere, well, then you probably should focus on something that your natural abilities will get into. Don't think you're going to get into a D1 school. But if you're willing to put in work and you're willing to get up at 4 a.m. and go to workouts and stay till 6 o'clock and do workouts and practices, and then do workouts on your downtime and everything else, absolutely do what you can to get where you want to be. But know that, like you said, there's always an option. D1, D2, D3, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Once you get in there, if you can prove yourself, with NIL and transfer portal now, you can go pretty much anywhere.
Yep. And I look at it as like, look at Eli. Okay. We'll give him a little bit of flowers, because, I know you don't want me to fill his head up, but I remember when he was slower than palm water, you know,
Yeah.
and you know what? He took offense to that, but I feel like he put so much work into it. And now look at him, man. He's gotten so tall. He's gotten taller. He's gotten so good at his mechanics and everything. And you know, he works on it even when nobody's watching. So that's what you need. You need that drive. You know, you need to have that drive in you. And when it comes to some of these kids, I can't. I'm actually like, you know, I'm not nervous, but I'm actually kind of like looking forward to, if a parent asks me, I'm gonna tell them, like, you know, and I'm gonna try to know every kid on that team's name, because I want to know who I'm dealing with, you know, and everything like that. So it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's it's one of those things where I just uh, you know, I'm very honored to be asked to go do something that I love to do. And look, it didn't matter where it was at. It just mattered if the door was going to be open for me to do it.
Yeah.
And right now is like I tell everybody, I feel like I'm living my best life because I'm doing a podcast. Like I said, I was going to do. I said I was going to go ahead and try to coach at a higher level. I'm starting to go ahead and have that happen. I kind of kept my word on a lot of things when it comes to that. So now I just need to, get married and be done with that part, and I don't have to worry about anything else. I got this damn lady that I have, freaking is amazing and everything, and supports me for, what I want to do in life. And I do the same for her. So, hopefully one day she'll want to marry me, but we'll see. I know I'm just saying this too, because I know she's probably watching, because I went ahead and told her I was doing a podcast tonight. So, but yeah, man, Eli, used to be slow, and now he's gotten faster, and he's gotten better with his ball placement and everything like that, and he's into it. So I'm really looking forward to working with a lot of the kids, and I really can't wait if they. And my thing is this too, Sean, is me when it comes to like details of how to get better. I want these kids to get better individually, because that just makes everybody better. That means that competition on that field out there in practice is going to get better. So, and to me, like that's what I'm looking forward to, and everything like that. But
you're gonna have a big task, because I hear the freshman class coming in is pretty big.
Yeah, I heard
very large.
I heard it's going to be at least 40 plus. Probably more, but hey, man, the more the merrier, right?
But that's just better for competition. And I mean, you'll have some that stand out, you'll have some that need work, and we'll just, just see what you can do. And I mean, I know the good thing about you is you've always been able to find like the diamond in the rough type of thing. It's always like somebody that nobody's radar's on. You're like, nope, I think he can do this or that. So, and you got a lot to choose from.
Like I said in the interview, and I kind of mentioned you without mentioning you, because I said, well, I said, when we practice, we're going to practice defense, we're going to practice offense. So we're going to even practice special teams. Even though some of my coaches didn't think special teams is that important.
I didn't think we needed to devote half an hour to 45 minutes to it every practice, but it has its perks. I ran kind of a complicated offense. It really wasn't that. You listen to the play calls they have now, it's just like, what? Like, this, all these random words, and it's like that means something. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Eli rattles off stuff all the time, and he'll be like, "Oh, this means this means that," blah blah blah, and he'll take things that he's never ran before, but because of the wording and stuff, he knows what it means.
Hmm.
Me, I was it was a long play call, but I broke it down for everyone.
Yeah.
But
Well, to me, that's why, like, that's why I always told you, like, sometimes you got to dummy it down. You got to keep it simple, stupid. The KISS rule. So
yeah,
I learned that from Coach Wilkinson and Coach Jenkins. They always like, hey, we're just gonna keep it simple.
yeah.
And
Well, have fun learning these plays, by the way.
listen, I'm gonna have fun. Just learning everything that they do, and applying it is just gonna be so much fun, and I'm looking forward to it. I really can't wait. And to me, like, it's going to be a roller coaster of fun. I know there'll be some ups, there'll be some downs, but to me, my goal going into it is try to help develop these kids. Hopefully, everybody has the same goal on the staff, and that's the reason why I asked if you would be interested, and hopefully we can get you on board, and you can coach with me and everything like that. And I would love for that to happen. And everything like that. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how everything pans out. I just know that it would be fun. So I want to make sure I touch on these subjects before we get off the show and all that stuff. So one of the things that I was going to talk to Ann about, and I'll still talk to Ann about it, but I want to make sure I go ahead and talk to you about it. When it comes to your starting five currently, who in the NBA would be your starting five?
Oh, Lord help me.
You want me to go first?
Well, I mean, yeah, you can go first. I would go with what I know, and I know LeBron wouldn't be in any of them, so it just drives me absolutely insane.
LeBron's definitely not in mine. Yes, I'm a LeBron hater. I do not like LeBron. But LeBron's definitely not it. He's not. He would not be in any of them. No matter if it's current or back in the day. My starting five would be it would be Anthony Edwards, Wembley, Cooper Flagg. I really like I really like Luka, but he don't play defense. But he's such a damn good scorer. Him, Jokic,
Yeah.
That would be so Wembley, Jokic. So that's two, Edwards, and Luka, and then probably one more. It would probably be if I had to take a guess, it would probably be I want to say if they're healthy, if it would be between Tatum and SGA, even though he flops like a fish out of water.
I would have to second the SGA because I mean he spends a lot of time at that free throw line and he scores a lot of points. I do like Luka. That's another dude that can score a lot of points. There's a few guys that I follow. I mean, I would want Wemby just to put underneath the basket and get rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you give me him. If I went with somebody from the Pacers, is he? I don't even know if he's still on the Halliburton.
Yeah, I think he's still recovering from that
Yeah,
damn injury from last year.
He was a 3-pointer. He was a 3-point shooter. If that was current, if I were to go past, I would have to put Reggie Miller up there.
Well,
He
let's go past now, if you want.
okay. Well, I can go a lot with the Pacers. I go Rick Smith, under the basket, getting rebounds for me. I go Reggie Miller for 3-pointers. Obviously, you got to go with Jordan. I would go with Pippen, not Pippen. Rodney. Dennis Rodman, just for grit alone.
Yeah.
And then who else? One more. Don't go Shaq because he can't score to save his life, and I already got Rick Smith under the basket. So, you know what? Give me someone small. Give me like a Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah.
Put Muggsy Bogues in there, little 5 foot nothing. Yeah, yeah. Put Muggsy Bogues in there.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! But this ain't playing the mob stars.
That's what I was thinking. Mob stars, man. I got half the team right there. Well, Rick
Oh
Smith,
my goodness!
two or
You might
three.
as well say Larry Johnson while you're at it too.
Put Larry Bird in there while we're at it. Put 'em all.
Mine would be Magic, Bird, Jordan. I would do Duncan and
Duncan.
and then Shaq.
Allen Iverson.
That would be on my bench. I love AI though. I just don't feel like AI can. I feel like AI is one of those guys that doesn't need. He would benefit it. He would benefit from a lot of good people around him if he actually played with good people. The only I think you got to think about it. The only All-Star that he actually played with was Dikembe, and that was towards the end of his career. So, but no one can stop Shaq. I love Hakeem Olajuwon. The Dream, Hakeem the Dream. Loved his footwork, loved his movement. He moved so freaking just eloquent,
Yeah.
My
How do we
bench
bring Kobe in that whole conversation too?
yeah, I mean, yeah, Kobe. The only reason why I did Magic was because he could play point and he could play all the positions.
Mhm.
Joe Macias says Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Penny Hardaway, John Stockton, Tim Duncan. I mean, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, Joe. But
What Stockton? He play point?
Stockton played point. Yep.
Yeah.
He'd do the nice pick and roll.
Yep. Our 1990s roster
with Malone.
Basketball was actually fun, and they weren't scoring 150 points a game.
Yeah, and you could actually hit people and actually get away with it at times.
Yeah, there was a little bit more grit in it back then.
So my probably one of my last questions for the night is give me your spread on barbecue. What are your sides? What is your main dish? What are you having?
Barbecue. My wife would kill me. She likes her barbecue dry. She likes to put her sauce on it. She does a vinegar sauce. Loves anything that's like real vinegary, acidic type.
She likes the Carolina sauce then?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Sides, me personally, I'm going with mac and cheese, potato salad, and garlic bread, or Texas toast. And let's see here. My wife would probably kill me if I don't say green beans, but I'm gonna have to say baked beans with pulled pork inside.
Pulled pork inside, huh?
Yo, and she makes. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give her kudos because she makes the best freaking baked beans out of a can you've ever had, because she makes that stuff her own. We're talking, we dice up jalapenos, green peppers, and onions and cook it in there. Yeah. And she puts mustard, ketchup, everything, brown sugar, everything you can in there, and that stuff is legit.
That's that Southern girl cooking right there.
She's from Nashville.
Yep. So mine would be it's got to be the good grilled. It's got to be the good mac and cheese, man. It can't be that be that dry crap, man. That some people try to serve. It drives me bonkers when they try to serve it, but it's got to have that burnt cheese on it too, man. It's got to have that burnt cheese on it. For meat wise, it's got to be St. Louis ribs. That and good brisket. It's got to be some good brisket. There's a place off 41 going towards like Florida City and everything. It's called Family Pit. Family Pit Barbecue. They're pretty good. They just had their 1 year. They are pretty good. They're not in my top 5, but they're good locally. They have a good Carolina sauce. It's a little bit of vinegary. I do like the white sauce, like the Alabama white sauce. Okay. I don't know if you ever been to Missions Barbecue. Have you been to Missions Barbecue?
I think I've been there once.
They actually do good stuff for veterans like yourself.
Okay.
They actually take care of veterans. If you go there and you tell them that you're a veteran, they give you a discount and everything like that. They got a white sauce that is just freaking amazing. They've got a Carolina sauce that's good too. It's very good. They got a jalapeno sausage, which is it's just, I mean, it snaps. It snaps and everything. It's so damn good. I was like, oh damn, I should have got more of that.
Yeah.
And normally I don't eat at chain restaurants like that, but someone told me I had to try it, so I had to go ahead and try it and everything like that. And it was pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
sounds like you need to bring some Tums.
Dude, the snap on that damn jalapeno cheddar sausage was so damn good. I was like, damn. I was like, that was delish. But I gotta go try Four Smokes. I think it's called Four Smokes up there in Ocala. That's where Kendall Tucker's friend up there in Ocala at the Paddock Mall. He owns it, and we gotta go try that sometime. I heard it's really good barbecue. Big Lee's, who's always on the cooking show network. He's always on, those Food Network shows and everything. He started at a food truck, and now he actually has like a corner building that he has his restaurant in, and it's pretty damn good. I love that place. I love I think it's called Hungry Harry's off of 41 going down towards Land O'Lakes. It has the American flag on the tin roof. You can't miss it. It's got they are like this rundown. It's not like really rundown, but it reminds me of like if
a nostalgic patina type look to it.
If you traveled back in time and it's still the 80s, that's what it looks like. They have good banana pudding. They have good okra. They have green beans. You name it, they got it, man. And it's so damn good. But brisket, it would be brisket. It'd be St. Louis ribs. Sides would be mac and cheese. I like collard greens. I'm not really crazy about baked beans. I don't know why. I just ain't. I don't know why, man. Like, I just never got into it. Maybe I just has never been a thing of mine. Since when is the 80s going back in time? Joe, it's pretty damn. It's it's pretty damn back in the time now, man. I've been out of high school for 23 years, so that tells you something right there, right?
Dude, I've been out for 20 years.
Yeah, so there you go. But what is it? I'm trying to think. Mac and cheese, collard greens, fried okra. It's got I like corn nuggets. I love cornbread and some Texas toast. I love all that. You know, when I go to Sonny's, it's go to Sonny's and everything. They do the sweet and spicy. I love that sweet and spicy sauce with the damn pulled pork and stuff. Clive, what's up, man? Y'all need help over there, coach. I don't know what you're talking about, but you might want to elaborate a little bit more, Clive. But anyways, what is it? Yeah, that's what I love about barbecue. Now it's got me craving damn barbecue. I want to go smoke some damn turkey or something.
We had we at work one time we made like a Southern meal. And one of my buddies at work brought something I'd never heard of before. And it's like cornbread, but they're called hoe cakes.
Okay.
And it's like a flattened cornbread. And I guess it's because how they were made in the past, they were made on like a hoe and or something like that. That's the way it was explained to me. But they were actually really freaking good. But it was like a flattened piece of cornbread. It was almost like a buttery pancake cornbread type of thing. It was really good. Something I never had before.
Yeah. Dude, I've had that. My was it my ex-wife's aunt used to make she used to make a cornbread out of crackles. You know what I'm talking about?
You say crackles?
Yeah.
What's a crackle?
Like the pork grinds.
The pork. Okay, that's what I thought you meant, but I wasn't for sure. I've never heard of that made out of the crackles because they those pork grinds they like fry them like multiple times to give them that crack.
Yeah, she used to make it with the crackles though, and and they would have little bites in it. Man, that was jammed up good. So,
oh, I forgot to mention deviled eggs. The wife makes them. She took a mixture of my mom's recipe and her Southern recipe, which sorry, but Southern recipe deviled eggs have no taste in my opinion.
Why? What'd she do? Hold on. What'd she do with her Southern deviled eggs?
So most people down here, from what I understand, make their deviled eggs. They use mayo, mustard, and like some Mrs. Dash or some crap like that. It's like a Southern, I don't know. That's how they used to make it in Nashville. But my mom, because I'm from the North, Northern deviled eggs are different. We use sugar and Miracle Whip. So she incorporated the two. So it's mayo, mustard, Miracle Whip, and sugar. And then obviously the egg yolk and the egg and stuff like that. And I'm telling her deviled eggs are the bomb. But like, if there's restaurants that serve deviled eggs, it don't matter what kind of deviled eggs they are. We go to this place called Whiskey something in Tampa. It's kind of a higher end. It's a decent restaurant. Whiskey Cakes in Tampa. Yeah. It's right next to the Cheesecake Factory and all the expensive ass stores. But they always have a deviled egg, and it's always something different. It'd be like a chicken Caesar salad deviled egg, or it'll have like one time it had feta cheese and candied bacon in it, and arugula, and it was just to try all those different deviled eggs. Like that's what she does. So if you know of any places that serve good deviled eggs, let me know so I can bring her because our anniversary is coming up here in a couple weeks and she's going to want to go eat somewhere nice.
A dude, we would do we do like sometimes I know like some people put like pickle relish and
Yeah.
the pickle relish in it and everything like that. I like that. I like that with the paprika on it and everything like that. Some people don't like that. Which
See,
is
we
kind
did
of
sweet
crazy.
relish up north. We do sweet relish,
Yeah, sweet
and we
relish.
don't put paprika on it.
No, you don't put paprika on it.
Uh-uh.
No. That's interesting. Joe, yes, fried devil eggs will blow your mind. Fried devil eggs are good. I
I've
don't
never
know if
had
you.
those.
No, they're freaking amazing. I love those. I love man, those are delish. Aunt Dabney, I know you're trying to get on. You need to get your butt in here. I know you just woke up, so you need to get on this damn show so we can talk about some NBA and stuff, and then we can go home.
Yeah.
What is it? Anything you want to plug? Well, you said that Eli's doing the Gator camp.
Yeah,
What else? What else is he doing?
So they got Coach Wyatt at Lecanto is doing his thing up there right now. He's got they got kids going on a bus tour, which if anyone's interested, they are definitely taking donations for this. So get a hold of Wyatt. But it's pretty cool because they're bringing like 20 or 25 kids, and they're visiting. I think on the list they have like 14 different schools that are going to be in attendance and that they're going to be visiting while they're on this 5 or 6 day tour. And they're going to Auburn, they're going to Georgia Tech, they're going to the MRSA mega camp, and they're going to another camp. I can't remember which camp it is. Georgia Southern maybe or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing that starting next Saturday. They leave Saturday and they won't be back till like the 3rd or the 4th. And then we did the main event camp, but it got rained out, so we're waiting on that to a new date for that, which is another 2-hour drive down to Lakeland. I've been there twice now in the last week and a half, and I hate that drive. And then when we get back, the Gator camp, they're doing one on the 1st of June, I believe. The 7th of June is the one Eli's going to, and I think there's another one after that. But I mean, there's just prospect camps all over the place right now. Like if people are interested in it, go to the school's website, like USF, UCF, the Gators, all those schools, and look up their prospect camps, and you can see, what the dates are. I know that the Gators require a physical and they require a helmet, so they'll be practicing with a helmet. So he's got that coming up, and then there's some more camps after that, but I haven't committed him, or he hasn't committed himself to any of them yet. But I mean, shoot, this will be probably his 6th or 7th camp so far this year, and it's just it's like I said, he's going into his sophomore year, and these kids that are going into their sophomore and junior years, they really need to start looking at this, and these parents that are interested in it, get on there and look these camps up, and if nothing else, if not even to get your kids exposure to the camp or exposure at the camp from coaches, get them there to get experience in a camp environment.
Yeah. What is it? Marcus Applefield. I see you, big man. I was at main event.
Yeah.
So
it's very disappointing it got rained out.
Yeah. Marcus, shout out to Marcus. He does the prospect down there in Newport Richey and Pasco, and now he's down in St. Pete. I would love to have him on the show one day. Maybe he'll want to come on and he could talk about his stuff and how he's doing. He's doing such a great job, man. And I'm not just saying this to get him on the show, but he's doing such a great job down there in Pasco, and he's trying to do it in Hernando County too, and expanded all the way down to St. Pete and everything, trying to do a lot of good for the youth, man. And you talk about a guy that, made it to the NFL level and has now given back to the community when it comes to not just football, but baseball, basketball, you name it, man. He's always trying to do good. And I love watching it from afar. And my nephews go get trained by him and his other coaches and everything. And my nephews, they're really small. They're big for their age, but they just started doing a sport, and their mother's taking them to the class and everything. And I just love it, man, because it makes them get better every day. When
I've heard a lot about it. Borders son, I believe, goes down there. So
yeah. Coach Ant, what is up, man?
Fellas, how y'all doing tonight?
what's
Doing
going on,
good.
Coach?
Did you have good dreams?
Yeah, well, I was tired today, Coach.
No, dude, the heat, man. The heat will get to you.
Ant caught me snooping around the Pokemon aisle at Walmart the
I'm
other
getting
day.
old, Coach. I'm tired.
Ant, you ain't that old, man. You ain't that old. What is it? Hey, I wanted to talk to you, man. Barbecue spread. What's your barbecue spread like? I know you don't touch the pork, man, but tell me what your barbecue spread is. What you bringing to the table?
You lost him at barbecue, man.
I know.
Maybe chicken. He probably barbecue chicken if you don't like pork, because I can't think of anything else really that you could get barbecue. Is there beef? There's not really beef.
Yeah, beef ribs. You got beef ribs.
Okay, yeah, you can go beef ribs. Got my cat here freaking just doing circles around my leg.
Oh, we just lost him. Damn. We done lost him. We done lost him. Yeah, man. You knew the main event, like that main event thing. I think that was that who was that? Where was that held at?
Lakeland Christian.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the team that we played in our spring game a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And they're pretty good. They have a 3-star quarterback on their team, and he let us know that he was a 3-star pretty quick.
Yeah. Here we go. Ant?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
What's your spread? What's your spread for barbecue, man?
Brisket.
Yep. Okay.
Brisket, my boy. I'm a beef guy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said you probably brisket, probably beef or maybe beef ribs, maybe.
Look,
what
I ain't picky. I ain't picky. I'm taking, what the house puts on there.
Yeah.
And then if it looks like the cats walk around on the counter, I might accidentally drop it by the dumpster, by the dog bowl. But if it looks good,
I need a T-shirt with that saying on there. Go ahead, Ant.
So fellas, we just don't even want to bullshit. We want to hear it. We want to hear it real gritty. What y'all gonna do this year?
We'll see, man. Can't really. I mean, my expectations are high. It's develop and go out there and try to win every game. That. When it comes to this year, but big thing is development. That's what I want to do. I want to develop these kids and everything like that. So you
Don't
know,
choke up when you see that blue stuff.
no, I ain't. I plead the fifth right now. I'll let you do the talking on that one that week, and after that week, I won't say a damn word because I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
I'll just say that it's going to be an honor to go. I really hope it's not there because I really don't want to hear no cannons go off at all. So
I know last year it was at Lecanto, so
it'll probably be there, and I know you'll have a throne probably waited for you because you are the king of Crystal River, sir. So, in fact, I see that
Crystal River. Disclaimer: at Crystal River, they do everything legal by the books, and no citizens and no fans have special seating privileges unless they buy those seats special. We just have always done everything right at Crystal River. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. I heard you got a throne, and they got a scepter for you, and they got your robe when you come there, and
I wish I did, Coach. I'm just a regular guy,
Hey man, I mean, to me, it's gonna be an honor to go back there. It's been okay going there at times, and then it's not been okay. It's been House of Nightmares, but we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely see how it goes this year. That
there
that's
it is.
right. Hashtag no different. So when it comes to that, so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Are you excited about the new head coach there that they just announced for the varsity team?
I mean, as excited as you could be about a stranger.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you knew Coach Spalding or not.
No, I don't. Who is he?
Bruce Spalding. He was the OC for Hernando High School. So it's got a little bit of ties to Chop. So that's not too bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No comment. No comment.
No comment.
Appreciate everybody involved in the committee process to hire Coach Spalding. Think he'll do a good job at Crystal River. Hopefully, because if he don't, y'all know what's gonna happen. Got it, huh?
Yeah.
Be a common theme around here.
Well, listen, stop, Sean. Don't get me started, Sean. I'm trying my best. I just woke up too, boy. I'm ready to act like Denzel up here. I have to call Denzel and cut loose.
We'll go back to the Gator attack that happened in Inverness. That was our first segment of the night. What do you think about these? What do you think about that Gator attack in Inverness?
So first of all, thoughts and prayers to the from what my understanding was, it was a young lady who got attacked swimming with her kids. Yep. So it's like, on one sense, she didn't pass. So and it's probably better the Gator grabbed her and not one of the kids. But
oh yeah, definitely.
We gotta stress safety. One thing about Florida that makes it so beautiful is the wildlife and the nature, and people gotta understand the water's there to swim, but in mating season, you gotta
put your head on swivel.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta pay attention. I don't know. My kids swim in that water too, so I don't.
Gotta be careful, man. Especially like I was saying earlier, it's mating season. You got territorial gators, man, they don't care if you're human or not. They like, and it's just, I'm just glad that she's okay. I know it tore up her arm, but I'm just glad she's okay.
It tore her arm off.
No, it didn't tore her arm off. It tore her arm up though. So
Oh.
that's and hopefully she recovers quick and everything. They lifted the burn ban, so that's another good news. They lifted the burn ban finally, Ant.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right? And then the other thing I was going to tell you was Sunshine Pro Wrestling. You're gonna, might have to go out there, or might have to, get a show out there soon. We'll have to go see a show soon. Big Mike, aka King Grizzly, is going to be making his in-ring debut on June 19th.
Man,
So
what is that, dude?
That's wrestling.
I am absolutely no disrespect to the whatever the hell that was league. But Big Mike and Chimpanzee Charles, whoever's wrestling, God bless y'all. Have a good match. But I have prior engagements that night on June 19th, and I will not be able to make it for ringside. Nick, if I were you, I'd have prior engagements too.
I mean, that week is Father's Day weekend, so no, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drive all the way out there, but I do support we do support our friends. So Big Mike doing that, Sunshine Pro Wrestling, making his debut and everything. Look, man, you gotta support your friends, right? No matter what.
But you got to be honest with your friends and tell if Big Mike need to sit his ass down.
Look, man, I can't hurt a man's dream. If he wants to be a wrestler because that was his dream, let him dream, and let him dream.
That's right. Better not jump off that top rope and hurt that hip, boy.
No, man, no. He better stay his butt on the ground though. So, that's what bears do. That's what grizzlies do. So, so yeah, we talked about that. We talked about what would we bring, what would we want in a barbecue spread and everything. We were also talking about NBA, current NBA starting five, and back in the day starting five. Who you got?
How far back can I go?
You can go back as far as you want.
So current starting five, we'll probably have to go Wemby, Jokic, Man, that's pretty good.
I had those two. I had
I'd probably go SGA.
Okay.
I'd definitely go SGA. Hold on. Let me think a little bit. I gotta compare some stuff. Brunson. And if I was playing with that team right there, I'd probably go Giannis for that fifth guy.
Yeah. I did Cooper Flag, Wembley, Jokic, Ant-Man, and it was either SGA or Luka.
You know what? Let me take that back. Let me put Ant-Man 5. So what we'll have Brunson, Ant-Man, SGA, Wemby, Jokic.
Okay, I like it. Now, who would be your guys in the past?
Shaq,
Mhm.
Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, and probably Larry Bird.
Okay. I had Shaq, Duncan, Jordan, Bird, Magic. I would love I would probably swap out Kobe and Bird, but I just love Bird. You know,
I would tell you now, it's hard not to put Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain on that list.
yeah. I mean, even Kareem. You know, I was telling Sean, I was like, even Olajuwon, you know, for center, like, man, I loved his footwork, I loved his movement, you know, and then, damn it, we lost him, we lost him again, damn it.
He said
Every damn time.
he was bored with your five.
Yeah, he was like, no, I'm out of it. Damn. we were doing so good. Here we go. We're going back. All right. You there?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I got one for you.
Yeah.
World Series on the line.
Yeah.
Who you want to hit the ball?
Who I want to hit the ball?
Yeah.
Current or back in the day?
Somebody that had to play since you've been living.
Well, my first choice off the top of my head when you asked that, and it's current, is Freddie Freeman. Just because he's so clutch when it comes to games on the line and all that. Freddie Freeman. And then if I had to pick with game on the line, I want to say Bonds.
What about you, Portwood?
Let's see if I got. Hold on, real quick.
Who you got?
Hold on, I gotta find it first.
Okay, we'll wait for Sean to go through his cards.
I got.
Who is that?
Mark McGwire.
Mark McGwire. Okay. Big Mac, huh?
Now I'm gonna tell you, Mark, and what was the boy from the Cubs back then?
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy.
Yeah.
Quarterback Sammy.
I want all the guys that are doping. That's what I want. Yeah,
Hey.
Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa,
Barry Bonds.
Ken Griffey Jr.
I ain't gonna lie, that was my guy right there. That was my past guy would have been Ken Griffey, and my current is, y'all know, it's Ohtani, baby.
Yeah, that's what Joe Macias just said. So
Ohtani.
he said Ohtani from the Dodgers. So
All right.
I think that's a given.
You going into the college football playoffs. If you could pick any coach and any quarterback of all time, who would you pick?
do they have to be from the same school?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So any era?
Yep.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good question, Ant. Damn, I can't go first on this one. You gotta go. John, you gotta go on this one.
Oh man, I
about this one. Saban's gonna be my guy for coach.
I say you kind of have to go with Saban. And I mean, I'm biased, so I think everyone knows who my quarterback's probably going to be from Tennessee Vols.
Manning.
Oh yeah,
Man, get out of here.
I'm going Peyton Manning. I'm going Peyton Manning, his big forehead.
Shoot.
I'm gonna give you a pass and a present.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go Bobby Bowden and Jameis Winston.
Okay.
Right. And if I had to play this season, I would probably want to have Signetti and of course, Arch Manning is the pick that a lot of people are screaming about.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if I compare somebody with Coach Signetti, it'd probably be Dante Moore from Oregon. I think he's playing for a really good staff, but I think Signetti's the best coach in the country.
So it'd be Saban, and my two guys would be either Charlie Ward or Michael Vick. Just because
It don't surprise us you picked Seminole.
I was also thinking Tebow just because how he plays in big games. Just saying. Call it, when it comes to college football, yes.
Tebow and Charlie Ward.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
I loved me some Charlie Ward though. Charlie, I wish didn't go play basketball. I wish he would have tried to do the NFL route, but
he got blackballed by the league.
Yeah.
We ain't going,
Well, he wanted to play quarterback and they weren't going to let him. They weren't going to try to adapt. Because you think about it, dude, if he did, he would have changed the game.
Yeah, man. Let's not even do it because they let Ryan Leaf play.
I know, but what I'm saying though is like Charlie was different.
Oh. Yeah, he was.
Dude,
man,
he was
stop,
so
Nick.
fun to watch.
Nick, I still need
I'm propping you up. I'm propping you up, and you're gonna do this to me.
I still need sponsors for the season, Nick. Don't throw me out under the bus like that.
I'm just saying. I mean, Charlie was fun to watch, man. You know this.
Oh yeah, he won a Heisman.
I know.
Country.
I know.
You know, just
look, man. I know I'm a Seminole hater, but Peter Warrick was still fun to watch. He was still fun to watch, man. You
really love us, Nick.
I can stand with you guys more than I could stand with that team up there in Gainesville. So, let's just be real. And I can't stand them Gator fans. I told you this.
That's just because y'all been playing the last couple years.
No, dude, it's not even that though. I just know so many, and some of them are so obnoxious, and it's like, like I don't know. You didn't get to hear this on the show when I was talking to Denzel. When I went to the Morgan Wallen concert, I wore my Miami Hurricane polo. And, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just read a comment. Is that Jake Macias?
Yeah.
Jake, I absolutely agree with you. Jimbo Fisher and Jameis Winston could have beat anybody too. The only reason I said Bobby is because I think Jimbo's style was a mesh between his time with Nick and Bobby. Mm-hmm. And I think Bobby was just on a different level as far as being a player's coach.
Yeah.
I think some of the turmoil and some of the things that kind of a lot of us might say kept Jameis from reaching a level he could have reached that not everyone necessarily could reach. were a result of not necessarily having some of that groundedness and humility that I think Bobby brought to the table.
Yeah. I was gonna tell you too. Who was it? Oh, look at this guy. Evening, gentlemen. Look at this guy coming. He must have got off his horse. But he just rode in. What's up, Cowboy Ross?
Is that Josh Ross?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Hey, my phone's getting ready to die, but I just want to point something out. The other day when I posted the Lord Farquaad picture, that wasn't inspired by me. That idea wasn't inspired by me. I'm not going to throw anybody out there, but let's just say a certain wife is the one that came up with that. So just so Ross knows. But she was like, damn. Don't say nothing. And naturally I'm going to say something. I think it's just the hair though.
Throwing daggers.
It's just the hair. But I got a lot of respect for Ross. So,
hey, and like I was saying, the other night when we did the podcast and Denzel was on, and I was telling Denzel at the Morgan Wallen concert, a Gator fan get in my face and like walking by me, trying to get by, and the stadium has the bench seats and stuff, and I was very thankful for that. And I moved my legs over to the side, and he's like, "You like that team?" Oh, because I'm wearing my Miami polo, and
about to get jumped on.
Hey, he comes back with a handful of beers, and I stand up this time, and I look at him, and he goes, his jaw dropped. I kid you not, I swear to God. And he was like, sorry, man, you're really big. And I was like, okay. And then like Heather was like, he kept on going by and apologizing. He's like, sorry, man. Sorry again. I didn't mean to do that. And Heather goes, is that your new bestie? and I said, I don't know. But the lady that was sitting next to me, she goes, the last time he comes by with more beers, he's like, sorry again, boss. She's like, oh, you're boss now, huh? So I just want to say that Gator fan really annoyed the hell out of me during that show. And that's one of the main reasons why I can't stand Gator fans. I really can't. That's why if Miami didn't exist, I'd be a Knoll. Kid you not. So,
well, my second favorite team is our backups.
Yeah.
I can't stand none of y'all. I hope y'all beat everybody else though, so when we beat y'all, it makes us better.
Oh my goodness. How'd I know you were gonna do that?
Nick, I'm about to go. My phone's fixing to die.
We'll see you, Sean.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Peace. And so we got some catching up to do a little bit. We're gonna have JP Gates on Thursday. He'll be on at like 7:00, talking about the playoffs for the college, for college super regionals. See who we think is going to make it to Omaha, and see who's going to win the College World Series. Obviously you already know, we already talked on the phone on Saturday, but tell the folks a little bit about, my news that I gave out on Friday, where LeCanto offered me the JV head coaching job.
Did you accept it?
Yes, I did. I did accept it,
coach.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
what?
You really better not get nervous with that blue stuff, because I'm gonna be screaming and hollering.
That's why I said you can be sitting on your throne watching.
I'm gonna be screaming and hollering.
No, I bet you are. I know you are. It's all right though. I can understand. I totally understand. You'll
You
be a
still
fan
my
of,
dog, you know. But it's
still be a fan of my team as long as we ain't playing that team over there.
yeah, that
West Coast.
yeah. Make sure when you say that team over there, you say Mister in front of it. You know what I mean? Dynasty, the legendary.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, that's funny. That's too funny. You got any parting takes before we go and end the show and everything? I know you
What Jake say right there?
He said, who deserves the number one spot in college football this season? Obviously Indiana, because they undefeated, you know.
I'm gonna give you 3 teams, and we'll see. You know how the season plays out, obviously, but I think I'm gonna give you 4 teams that I think are really good. Dang, I ain't think about Miami. Miami's probably gonna be real good. Miami's gonna be real good. I think Texas is gonna be real good. I think Oregon's gonna be real good. LSU's a wild card. And I think Ohio State's gonna be real good.
Yeah.
I think Jeremiah Smith last year.
And it's not even just Jeremiah Smith over there, man. Chris Henry Jr. is going to be.
They still got Bo Jackson. They still got Sand. They're loaded.
Listen, they're very loaded. They lost a couple guys on defense, but they that's a team right there. I'm just glad glad they kept Ryan Day.
Yeah. I think
very talented team.
There's a couple teams that I think are still, they might not have made a lot of noise, but they had enough to where, like Georgia, with the portal, I think Kirby's it's a different level. Like you can't necessarily always just stack it. You just gotta year by year put the team together. So Georgia's one of those teams that at any year could just kind of catch on right now because they still have enough. I think Bama's like that. Bama could just catch on if Coach DeBoer, gets it together a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Texas A&M is like that.
What is it? I know some people are high on Oregon. They think they're going to bounce back. I feel like Indiana will still be in there just because Cignetti. I do like the TCU quarterback. Not saying he's Mendoza, but he has the tools to make stuff happen. But they lost a couple guys. They lost Pond, they lost Surratt and stuff like that. They lost their center. But I feel like they somehow just know how to reload, man. And they are going to
he knows how to coach what he wants.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's gonna be them, Ohio State. I feel like Texas, as long as Texas doesn't fall short in like because there's always that game that they'll like somehow lose to.
When you say Indiana, Ohio State, Oregon, it's all Big Ten play. So
yeah, it's gonna be
somebody's gonna cancel out.
Yeah, and that's why I think Oregon might cancel out. might get canceled out because I feel like Indiana's still better coached. I also feel like too.
I think they're better coach, but I ain't gonna lie. Oregon's roster is crazy.
Oh, dude, they're I ain't gonna. Yeah, you're right. It's very loaded, but they've also lost quite a few guys too.
Yeah, but they got it. Dan is doing a crazy job out there.
He is. I didn't think he was going to do that good, but he ended up doing good. I mean, it's Oregon. They got Nike money, man. They got Phil Knight backing them up.
He's a good coach.
Yeah.
He was a big part of acquiring a lot of that talent when Kirby Smart went on that run.
Mm-hmm.
When Mike Norvell first got to Florida State, he did a lot to get him away from Kirby. And Kirby made sure that didn't happen. So, that guy has worked his butt off, and he absolutely has a system that works. And if he likes you and you fit into that team, they got a team built for postseason play. I'm gonna just say it like that.
Yeah. So,
they'll beat Miami. Y'all ain't got Bane and Mesidor no more.
We got Damian Wilson.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Yeah. Well, you will. You remember this when I say Damian Wilson. Damian Wilson. You can be hearing the name, and he's already projected to be a top 15 pick.
If you lose to Florida State this year and Mike Norvell don't get fired, y'all trash.
Hey, you better hope we beat. You better hope we beat you guys so Mike Norvell can go packing. So,
I don't never hope for no one to get fired, but it's just
no. But it betters your chances of getting a better coach.
No, I mean, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
it's tough to look at the market in the conference we're in. I understand why they didn't fire him in a way. We're in a conference that's less competitive. Without having that major donor like Miami has,
yeah,
we don't really. Who you gonna get? We wanted to get Lane Kiffin this year.
You know who I was hoping would do good. I was hoping Prime would do good at Colorado, because I wanted him to make Florida State regret not getting him when they had a chance, and then if he had a couple good years, then he would come back. He would come back to Florida State, but
you gotta
see it happening now.
You gotta look at it like he didn't get the Florida State job. What do? You one up him. You take the number one player in the country. He wins a Heisman. The boys get drafted. You Deion doesn't go on recruiting visits. Yeah. And I love Coach Prime. I love Deion. I just, you got to be able, especially if you're at a place, and he's at a place with all the money in the world and kind of a central location where, you could kind of work with that, but, we'll see.
I think Texas, it's Texas and Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken, they still get their quarterback back, I think, right?
Matier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he come back?
Yep.
Okay. So I feel like
Oklahoma has a really good roster.
Dude, I love their defensive line. Their defensive line is very good. Stone, all those guys on that D line. I think they lost one guy from there, but man, they can cause some havoc. It's up between them two, and the dark horse in that SEC is I would probably say Ole Miss, just because they got Trinidad back.
Man, LSU gonna beat dogs. Thought I was gonna say it. Watch what Lane Kiffin do to Ole Miss. I'm just telling you now.
Oh,
Safe
you think they're gonna dog walk him?
Safe is better this season this year.
Mm.
I'm telling you.
You think he's gonna try to drop 70?
Huh?
Think he's gonna try to drop 70 on him? You think Lance is gonna try to do that?
I think they're in trouble, Coach.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's between Oklahoma, Texas, and like I said, Ole Miss and LSU. Georgia might be up there, but I feel like they lost a lot of guys, man. But I don't know. We'll talk more about it. Hopefully we can. There's our guy. There's our guy. Be safe out there, Denzel. I know you clicking and
Yo.
Thursday show we have JP Gates on talking about the baseball playoffs
Yes,
for
sir.
college, and we'll have a couple takes on that. And let's get out of here. You go back to taking a nap. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to sleep and have a good night. And so, hey, listen, like, subscribe to the channel. There's my Cash App. If you want to donate, I will make sure it goes back to this show. Put some good Wi-Fi in our houses and everything like that, and try to give back to the community in a lot of different ways. Oh, there's Denzel. There's Denzel again. He said, "Appreciate y'all." What is it? You need to be safe out there. I know you got crazies out there, Denzel. But like I said, like the show, subscribe to the channels. Anything you got to say, Ant, before we leave? How y'all looking out there for? How you looking out there for the Eagles?
I mean, Coach, life's good.
Good.
Life's good, man. We just taking it a day at a time. But we're always looking for new athletes,
Yes, sir.
We're always looking for some big guys.
Okay.
If you know any, might be in the other room. I ain't gonna say too much, Coach. I ain't gonna say too much, Coach.
Well, listen, if anybody has big kids that are what age, Ant, do you need them at? Any age. If you got big kids, bring them to Coach Ant and Coach JJ. They will coach them up, it will toughen them up, and they will go ahead and teach them the game of football the right way. And I can tell you that right now because they are some of my favorite coaches that I've watched and supported over the years. And if it wasn't for them and quite a few other people, I would not be coaching at a higher level. So I appreciate y'all for always being there and being great coaches and making me feel like I'm not the smartest man in the room. So that makes me feel really good because it's not always good to be the smartest man in the room. And hey, man, peace out. I hope you have a good night. Peace out, everybody. Be safe out there. It's wet roads, so be safe. All right. Everybody have a good night. Peace.